Okay, so my Stihl 193T was not running right. It was running rough. The choke, you had to use. Anyway, I found with most of these things, it's almost always the carb or bad gas. So the first thing you're going to need is to empty out your gas into a container. Leave that gas because you might need it to clean later. Then you're going to want it, once you're in there, you're going to want to inspect that, make sure your fuel filter's on your fuel line. This saw is only a few years old, but anyway, that's all was fine. And then to get to your carb, you're going to have to come back here, take this off. These two nuts are going to come off. This little plastic piece is going to pull off. There's a back barrier here. It's sort of tricky to get off, but you just sort of wiggle it off. Actually, this nut is on a different, a little bit up than this nut. But anyway, so you get that off, and then you're going to see your carb. The first thing you're going to want to do is disconnect your choke, which is right here. This will just push out very gently and pull, and this will come off the carb. The second thing you're going to want to do is disconnect your gas line, which is right here. And then the carb is sort of held on with suction. So the third and final thing you're going to want to do is disconnect your throttle. And then to do that, you're going to pull your carb out about 1 inch, and then it's easily going to disconnect your carb. Once your carb is off, there's going to be two sides. One side is 1 screw, one side is 4 screws. You're going to take the side off with 4 screws. And then you're going to probably see some dirt and debris and fine sawdust. You're also going to need a lot of Q-tips when you do this. So you get those 4 screws off and you clean the debris. Now what I did is went a step further just to be sure, and this is tricky because the diaphragm is glued on from all the heat. So you're going to need a razor and scrape that diaphragm off. Remember, this is the side with the 4 bolts I did. Then there's going to be one small brass jet, and with a small bladed screwdriver, unscrew that jet, and all the time spray all your carb cleaner in every hole you can see, the intakes, the outtakes, every little jet. And then what I did is I just tried to clean the jet the best I could with this bread tie and also with the carb cleaner. Another thing I did with this saw, I'm not a fan of this saw, by the way, at all. I traded it. I thought I was up trading for an Echo, but I wasn't. But I just wanted to show you something real quick if I still have it. I don't. Well, I took the exhaust. Oh, here it is. So it looks like a part of it. So I took the exhaust apart, and I took off this little sort of restraining piece, and I think I took the screen off, which I normally like to take off because it clogs the shit out of it. Anyway, so the saw has a little bit more ass to it, not much, but a little bit. And then the chain that it comes with is this really, I don't know what Stihl calls it, like a fine cut chain, and it makes this really fine dust, and that's what clogs the car. But anyway, I know the bar's a little bit big for this saw. I think it's a I got the bar for free. It says 18, so I put an 18-inch in it. I mean, I'm sort of gentle with it, but it does help. I don't like the original bar and chain on the Stihl. Anyway, that's it. The saw fires right up once I did that, and that was it for the carb clean. Let me see if I can get it to fire. Oh, I can't hold it and fire it up. So that's probably about it for the video. All right, I hope this helps somebody. The next time I will be a little more detailed and take the video while I'm actually doing it. I wasn't sure I could fix it. Again, I don't like the saw, but I did fix it, so I'm going to keep it.